Today, Donald Trump threatened a national reporter, specifically ABC's Jonathan Karl. How did he do that? Well, Jonathan Karl asked a very important and specific question. What's this about Pam Bondi going after hate speech when, after all, we know that freedom of speech gives you that opportunity to do that? So he asked Donald Trump that question. Donald Trump looked at the guy and pretty much says, "You're a hater. That's why I sued your company and they had to give me $16 billion. Read, it really means that's why I extorted $16 million out of your company, even as much as they would have won that lawsuit. And by the way, they probably need to go after you." Check this out and then we'll take it on the other side.
And what do you make Pam Bondi saying she's going to go after hate speech? Is that, I mean, a lot of your allies say hate speech is free speech.
She'll probably go after people like you because you treat me so unfairly. It's hate. You have a lot of hate in your heart. Maybe they'll come after ABC. Well, ABC paid me $16 million recently for a form of hate speech, right? Your company paid me $16 million for a form of hate speech. So maybe they'll have to go after you. Look, we want everything to be fair. It hasn't been fair. And the radical left has done tremendous damage to the country. But we're fixing it. We have right now the hottest country anywhere in the world. And remember, 1 year ago, our country was dead. And now Washington, D.C. is fixed, and I fixed it. The mayor was fine. The mayor was just fine. Okay? The mayor had the sick city for many years. She's been mayor for many years. The one that fixed it was me and my people, and it is so safe. You should take your beautiful wife tonight and have dinner down there. You won't be shot. You won't be accosted. You won't even be looked at incorrectly by anybody.
Let me tell you why this is also upsetting. After he asked Donald Trump that question and Donald Trump answered, Donald Trump decided to pivot into him making Washington, D.C. safe. Now, the crime rate in Washington, D.C. has been on a steady decline for the last several years, and it has just continued during the 9 months of the whatever months of Trump's administration thus far. So Donald Trump has really done nothing specific that materially changed the downward spiral of crime in Washington, D.C. But after he threatens Jonathan Karl, which is a very normal tactic that these authoritarians do, right? In effect, he quieted down Karl, because Karl allowed the president then to bloviate about crime in D.C. going down, to bloviate about what he's going to do in Chicago, what he's going to do in Memphis, etc. And never did Jonathan Karl simply say, "But Mr. Trump, the crime rate is declining at the same rate that it has been declining now for several years. So what did you add to it? And what would happen as, let's say, assuming it were the National Guards that even put an attenuation on crimes, what happens when the National Guard leaves if that is the case? But that's not the case. Crime has been going down because, again, it's not just about policing. It's about programs to keep kids off the street, keep people out of trouble, give people opportunities, etc. But Jonathan Karl never got a chance to do that, ask that, or any of the sorts. And why? Because he was intimidated by the president. As the president charged him, it's amazing. This is the independent media is all that we've got, folks, because these people are not going to be able to do their job because they choose to acquiesce to the president.
All of our country's problems, from polarization to ignorance on domestic and international issues to a complete misunderstanding of our economic and healthcare systems, are a direct result of a derelict mainstream media that too often bend over backwards to support corporate or bought politicians' wants as opposed to the people's needs for real information to make their lives better. Independent media is the only solution to inform truthfully and factually. Why? Because our loyalties are to you, the ones who fund us with small dollar contributions and subscriptions. please consider supporting our independent media platforms by subscribing to our Egberto Off the Record newsletter at politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. Again, that is politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. It's an investment that pays incalculable dividends.